Welcome back
to episode 167 of Cookies and Milk. I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben.
And hopefully this time it records.
And we don't lose more gold. More straight gold.
Mm-hmm. They'll know it.
They'll get it. It's funny. They'll get it. It's funny.
We're having just some nice chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, they look great.
I've been playing Star Wars Fallen Order. I got it for Christmas, and it's amazing. I love it so much.
Game of the year?
Oh, man.
Game of the decade?
No.
Insane. By the time this comes out, it'll be 2019.
2020.
And at the end of the decade...
Hold on.
Here, 2018. We should talk about... Did you lose your cookie?
No.
We should talk about games. I think we should talk about games on our podcast. If you think that's wild and crazy.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What would you want your job in Star Wars to be?
Bounty hunter.
Well, that was my answer, too.
That's the right answer in Star Wars. So you get... Everybody's like, Jedi or Sith? Neither. Both suck.
Yeah.
If you're a Jedi, you gotta follow some real strict bullshit code. You gotta answer to a council of elders. You gotta train your whole life. You can't have sex.
Yeah.
It blows. And it's like, oh, then be a Sith. You get to be so cool. If you're being a Sith, the person you're training or the person above you is always plotting to kill you. You're gonna die, and it's gonna suck. They're lying. Everybody's lying to you all the time. You're not in cahoots with anybody. You don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Bounty hunter, though? Tight as fuck. You don't have a boss. Alright? You get hired to do things, but you don't have a boss. You're your boss.
You're self-employed.
Yeah. But instead of, like, being just unemployed, you get to fly around in space and you have a cool gun.
Yeah. Or the lightsabers of the Sith or Jedi you've killed.
Yeah, dude, Mandalorians already have lightsabers and shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you fight a Mandalorian on Dantooine, and you can get a lightsaber from them. It's dope. Because they just spend their time killing Jedi. I do have a slight addendum to my job, though. I would want to be a salvager, a scavenger, a scrapper, if you will. But not like an enslaved one, of course.
Of course.
But, like, one who, like, boards derelict ships, and, like, I would be like, oh my god, this is a Mark IV power converter. This will get me so many credits. Like,
you lost me.
but also, like, sometimes you might unearth a secret conspiracy, like on an ancient Sith ship.
Yeah.
And then you become a hero.
A Jedi.
Wait, no. You become a Jedi that isn't bogged down by the Council.
See, as soon as you... That's a funny thing, though. Imagining, like, in episodes 1, 2, and 3, you just end up... Like, you find a lightsaber and you're, like, brought into a quest, and then it's like... alright, yeah, but there's a council of Jedi? You can't just be out here swinging your sword around like that.
Why not?
They're gonna get mad at you.
Who cares?
They're the fucking police!
They're not allowed to be mad.
It's against their... You can't
It's
do
against
that.
their code. Now, give me a minute. I'm trying to duochrome my lightsaber.
Pimp my ride.
Look, I can get my light to be strobe.
Whoa. You are not allowed to do that.
Shit, that's Yoda. Yoda's pissed.
Oh, he's a general.
General Yoda.
Very funny concept, right?
I mean, it's true. A lot of the Jedi became generals.
I mean, it's sort of the problem. It's why everything fell to shit.
What are you talking about?
Because they're bad generals.
No.
They weren't made to lead
I
armies.
know they weren't made to lead armies, but, like, they were succeeding until the clones they got from somewhere.
Oh.
Who knows who benefacted these clones? Yeah, all went apeshit and shot them in the back.
I would not describe it as going apeshit, but whatever.
Yeah, you know, not going apeshit, but like...
Yeah. So you're talking about Fallen Order?
Oh, do I want to talk about Fallen Order? Oh my god. You've seen me fight the second sister.
Yeah.
How do you like the gameplay?
It was kind of difficult to tell exactly what you were doing.
Yeah.
From an outsider's perspective. You were sort of just swinging your lightsaber a lot.
Yeah.
And using it to block sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Force occasionally.
Yeah. The game feels amazing. Like, the vibration is just on key, like when you use the Force and stuff like that, when you're like swinging your lightsaber. And thank God, the game did something, like, I was worried about getting a double-bladed lightsaber. I was like, is that going to be my whole thing? I don't like it's not the same aesthetic as having a single-bladed lightsaber. But, like, it's a switchable mode.
Oh.
Like, double-bladed is for crowd control, and single-bladed is for normal combat. But it was the coolest thing, because as soon as I got it, I went into the fight with another Sith, like a big Sith woman, who started with a single-bladed, and then she went to double-bladed, and then I also went to double-bladed, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like,
dope as fuck.
it's the coolest thing. And it got me choked up. Like, surprisingly, spoilers, I guess, going into that territory, but there's like two characters that, like, or three characters, I suppose, that you do your main story with, and it's Saris, a former Jedi, and Grez, who's like a scummy pilot.
Sure.
Like,
That's the... look at the kid.
he thinks we're back in the Clone Wars. Yeah. And boy, do I love him. But there is a scene where you find out that the second sister is Saris's old Padawan that she
Sold out.
sold out to the Empire after
Being tortured.
being tortured and crushed.
Not killed.
Not killed. She used the dark side of the Force to get out, which is...
She force lightninged him.
But, it's the stupidest thing. Like, I understand that it's, like, bad to use that type of thing, but, like, if I use Force Crush on a droid, or on one of my enemies that's, like, and I kill him quick, is that as bad?
Yeah.
I've won the fight. That's
No.
the whole point.
Evil.
Oh my god. That's... whatever.
That's the reason you be a bounty hunter.
So you can use the Force...
Even if you're Force sensitive, you're like, oh, I should have someone have me train these bounty... No,
No.
You're gonna get in over your head. You're gonna not want to do that.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
But... and that obviously creates some tension. And then... like, you're... like, sleeping, and then the pilot, like, asks to talk, and then, like...
You think we're in the Clone Wars? You're yelling a lot.
He just does a really, like, heartfelt speech. Like, he's like, I don't really understand what you're both talking about, but, like, he's scared of it, like, coming between the ship, because, like, he was like, you two are the best thing that has happened to me, and I don't want to lose it. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
shit, I don't, oh my god.
And then you romance him?
No, you don't. You're a Jedi.
Oh my god. Stupid. Bad. The Jedi are dead, but you can be a Jedi. So that means I get Force powers? Yeah, and you can't fuck. You don't love anyone anymore. Quit it.
Powerful
Knock
feelings
it
lead to
off.
the dark side.
Oh boy, I can't believe you guys got wiped out.
Here's the thing, like, the Sith and Jedi would not exist in the capacity that they do if people normalized the Force.
Yeah, of course.
Because, like, man, Jedi and Sith can get some real god complexes. Like, let's take Rey from Episode 9, for example.
Alright, so now we got episode 9 without Rey. I'm excited to see what this movie looks like.
Without Rey.
Yeah, you said take her from episode 9. So now we got only episode 9, no Rey.
Okay, well...
Let's do the thought experiment, because I know what happens in episode 9. We missed out on that.
So what happens to Rey? Does she disappear, or is she killed?
The text scroll comes up at the beginning of episode 9, and it's like, Rey is gone. She bounced. Kylo's sad, but he's doing different things now.
Cut to him in his studio apartment. Single. Moving
Yeah,
in.
he's having a coffee. He's force moving a couch into place. He's putting some new, different art on the walls. He's got his hair done differently.
What's his hair like?
Braided.
Braided.
He's got
the hair buns like his mom.
Like his mom. Yeah, he's got a beard also.
All right. Palpatine.
Palpatine's not in this new movie.
Good.
But I think maybe Kylo he gets married again.
He was married.
He gets a new relationship with a new woman.
Okay.
Should be played by any actor. I don't know.
Name one.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh no! Wait. This whole thing was to set up for that movie that neither of us have watched.
It's all about Marriage Story, folks.
Oh,
every day,
my God!
Every day I wake up and I wish you're dead.
Does he say?
He says that.
So he was just Kylo Ren in the movie.
Kylo Ren in the movie.
Holy shit! Oh my God! Every day I wish you were dead.
I wake up and I hope you're dead.
Wake up and I hope you're dead. Did I look up that scene? That scene's probably
during the podcast.
During the podcast, yeah.
It's a great one. It makes me feel bad. Like I watched it. I opened it in a video. It was just on Twitter.
It's that Marriage Story.
It's
argument
marriage.
scene.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this.
It makes you feel bad. Like
I would imagine so.
And I was like, oh.
Why are they fighting?
Because they still hate each other even after the divorce.
Why'd they get... What? Why are they still living together?
They're not. He comes to her house.
Why?
Because he hates her. I don't know what happens in Marriage Story.
Jesus Christ.
All I know is that every day he wakes up and he hopes that she's dead. And he punches a wall and he cries and she comforts him. Are you looking...
Plot synopsis.
Don't look up the plot synopsis from Marriage Story. That is not what this episode is
about. What are you talking about? You made this!
You're taking this in a weird direction.
A stage director and his actor wife struggle through a grueling coast-to-coast divorce that pushes them to their personal and creative extremes. Oh boy. Man, that's rough. Okay. So who's in the wrong? Him? Both of them?
Both of them.
Okay.
But mostly him.
Alright. So... Yeah, I want to be a scavenger.
Alright, so you're really enjoying the game you're playing right now. I just beat Bloodstained. And I know what you're thinking. Ben, God, you're always so timely and on time with your game choices for the podcast.
I would never think that.
We were talking about fucking BioWare RPGs from 20 years ago, so... I beat
It'll be 20 years ago in 3 years.
Oh, and it's closer to 20 years than it is to 10.
Oh boy.
But the final boss sucked. Don't get me wrong. Alright, so my relationship with Bloodstained, it was strained at best.
They were cheating on you, you were cheating on them.
And every day!
I fucking can't believe it.
The title of this episode is just Every Day in all caps. Getting no one.
Oh boy.
Towards the end of the game, it definitely pushes it. I think I'm sure I've talked about Zangetsu in the game, and it's so weird because the game is just like, man, look how cool Zangetsu is. And he's the guy who's voiced by David Hayter, and he's a red and black samurai, and every part of this should be Ben's favorite character, but the game likes him too much for me too. And at the end of it, it's like, you fight him, and he has like 7 forms, and he's like, all right, well, I can't beat the big demon because she's too scared of me. Here's my sword. And you go take my sword, and you get her when she shows up. And get her when she shows up means that when the moon turns red, you slash it in the final boss fight, which is insane. How the fuck? But so I do that, and then, like, the demon is like, oh, fuck. But then the demon kills Zangetsu, like, drags him down to hell. Because, like, you don't have your sword anymore, so I can beat you. And he's like, it's all up to you now, Miriam. And I'm like, it should have been all up to me from the start. Dude, tell me the story better. Go to the demon world, do a bunch of bullshit, and then you get to the final boss fight, and it sucks.
Oh.
So, Bloodstained boss fights have been really weird up to this point, and that I have just blazed through them. I'm on normal, and the only hard fights were the Zangetsu one and the final boss fight. Because the Zangetsu ones had like 7 forms, and all the other ones have pretty basic patterns and stuff. Like, I understand where to dodge, where to be, where their hitboxes are. Zangetsu did not give me that luxury. Final boss does not give me that luxury. Final boss has like 2 phases. Each one has like 7 attacks. One of them is just impossible to dodge. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. And then the final... So I beat that. I beat that with like 2 healing items left, none of my health, and obviously she summons the final demon. The king of demons. And then I go to the world of the king of demons, and it's these 3 heads. Like three serpents with different heads. And they spin around you. Like they're sort of an Ouroboros of themselves.
Yeah.
Like where one ends, another head begins, and then another head begins at the end of that.
Right.
And then they spin around. And if you touch the heads, you take damage. And she's on one of the heads. And she'll like throw some attacks at you, and the heads will throw different attacks at you. And you have to jump over the heads, and sometimes there's a platform in the middle. And I die almost immediately, because it sucks. Because you have to hit the heads with your weapons. It's a close-range game. It's Castlevania.
Yeah.
But again,
touch
you touch the heads, you take damage. These things are fucking huge. And their hitboxes are small, and their hurtboxes are just slightly smaller. So it's like, alright, fuck. And halfway through the fight, if you're on the platforms, you really can't hit the heads very effectively. Because occasionally they'll stop, and you have to hit the one in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
I guess that's how I beat it at the end of the day. Because that's the one she's on.
Yeah.
But while they're stopped, sometimes lava will come out of the ground, and sometimes a bunch of like projectiles will come out of the ground.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and that happens at random, so fuck you for standing on the floor.
Of course.
And also, they just have so much fucking health. I'm literally sitting there for like an hour, like wailing on them. And I'm hitting every head, and I'm hitting her, and I'm hitting a bunch of heads, and I'm doing a bunch of damage. And it's like, and then you die, because you don't have enough.
Huh.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking it up online, and I'm getting 2 very different. One of the guys is just like, alright, use the directed shield to block all the projectiles, hit them in the corner when you get your chance. And I'm like, alright, I'm trying that. They're not dying. I need to kill them.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking on some things online to see if like other people had these problems. And it's funny because some people are like, it was too easy.
Oh,
it
you
needed
hate
another
that.
phase. And I'm like, what? What part of this is easy?
Yeah.
Like, the way I ended up doing it at the end of the game was, so you can there's a limit on potions you can hold.
Yeah.
But there's not a limit on food you can make. So I backed out into I, like, fucked off. I went back to the main hub area, and I just made as much food as I could physically make.
Of course.
Spent all my money, bought as many potions and ethers as I possibly could, bought as much food as I could.
As you do.
And then I did it. I used my directional shield to block the attacks, and then I hit him in the corner when I got my chance, and I hit him in the top when I got my chance. And even using the directional shield and blocking all the stuff, I'm still out here taking a quarter of my health, like, randomly off certain attacks.
Oh, man.
And it's like, it sucks. And it's a weird one. I didn't feel like I wanted to platinum Bloodstained when I beat it, but I don't even want to play it again.
Oof. That's
Like,
rough.
And it's kind of sad. Because, like, I was excited for this game, and there were points when I was like, alright, this is kind of sweet. But it's not... It gets tiring.
Yeah.
After a certain amount of time. Like, it didn't know when to stop, and it didn't know when to keep making things interesting. Like, after a certain point, I was just like, I don't want to fight any of these enemies anymore. I got the super dash, I'm going to super dash through enemies, and I'm going to find the save point, and I'm going to save.
Right.
It's too pain. It's too annoying to fight all these enemies.
I'm in the opposite boat. Because with Star Wars, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna replay this.
Yeah.
Like, it feels fucking good to block with your lightsaber just in time to knock a blaster bolt back at the stormtrooper that shot it and kill him in one go. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely, that feels great. There's a really weird pacing break in the middle of it when you find out that the second sister was Sayre's Padawan. You don't get a chance to talk to Sayre's.
Oh yeah, because the Padawan. I was there for that scene. The Sayre or the second sister interrupts your comms.
Right, she interrupts your comms, so you do the entire labyrinth. You do the entire puzzle area with talking to her, doing stuff like that. And then as you like click on your comms, the comms are staticked. And you're like, that's really weird. And I'm like, okay, so I'm probably going to get there and the Empire's going to be fighting like my friends and I got to go save them. But I get ambushed by a bounty hunter. I'm like, this is interesting. And I get captured by it. You are required to lose it even though it really felt like I just fucked up, which I guess that's fine.
Yeah, that's good game design.
I guess.
I hate those fights that it feels like I could win this.
Yeah. But it did a fun thing where it was like when you die, there's like it like gets all cloudy and there's like the respawn and press X. So when you lose the fight, that happens, but it says reawaken. And I'm like, oh, so it was scripted. But it's super weird that it happens then. Like, that's the pace breaker. And they're saying, like, oh, your buddy Grez, you can thank your buddy Grez for this. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, if they wanted to make even a further divide between the player, or, like, the main character and the supporting cast, this is the way to do it, but, like,
Grez wouldn't do this.
Grez wouldn't do this. Also, specifically at this moment in time, how did they get away from the Empire at all? Like,
yeah,
it's kind of a weird spot for that to happen in. Also, I wish I had just like escaped myself because like I was put into like a underground arena thing.
Sure.
But like after I fought in the arena, like the ship, like my ship, just burst in, picked me up, and we left. And I'm like, I really would have enjoyed a chance to talk, like a prison break thing.
Oh yeah,
because like they had given me my lightsaber back. And I'm like, all right, so you guys are all idiots now, and I'm gonna go kill the guy who set this whole thing up. No, we just get in the ship and run away. And I'm like,
all right.
It would have been so much fun though.
I like the relationship that your main character has with the little droid.
Oh, absolutely, I love it.
It was funny because I was watching you do that, and I was like, "That's nice." I like those kind of relationships in games. And then I started playing Titanfall 2. Where it's like the exact opposite relationship.
Well, you're the little guy.
Yeah, you're the little guy. And it's funny.
Both made by Respawn.
Oh yeah.
Fallen Order's made by Respawn.
Huh.
And I think they're upper comers. They're batting 3 for 3 right now.
That Fallen Order, Titanfall 2, Apex Legends.
Apex Legends is fine.
It's fine.
I mean, it's not our.
We didn't like it.
We didn't like it
at
but
all.
Other people did.
Yeah. It doesn't. I wanted to like it.
Yeah, we both wanted to like it. That's the problem.
And it's weird because I've been playing the League of Legends mobile game, and I really like the aspect of that where everybody starts sort of the same.
Yeah.
And then you build up from there.
Yeah.
But I don't like it in Battle Royales.
Because
it's a lot of luck based.
It's not nearly as hectic.
Yeah.
And it takes a different skill set. A skill set that you have.
Yes. I'm not super good at first person shooters. We should talk briefly about Borderlands.
Yeah.
And this stupid fucking Maliwan event.
Wotan, the Invincible.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It really shows you how bad you're spec'd.
Yeah, like I'm out here, like I walk into the 2 shield part, and I go down. I'm like, why am I going down? Who is shooting me here?
Yeah, I can't survive much longer either. I think I need a shotgun. I really need a shotgun in that moment, and I just can't find a good one. Like
See, I'm in the same. Yeah, I had a shotgun going in, but it was a Maliwan one, and I was like, well, it's got corrosive. It'll be pretty good against like. No, I hate Maliwan shotguns. They don't work.
The charge is too bad.
Yeah,
You need a Jacobs instant gratification shotgun.
yeah, or like a rocket launcher. I take a rocket launcher.
That's true. Yeah.
Like my pistol is pretty good and explosive. It's got splash damage. But like I just sort of need to respec my Maz. That's just all that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like she does good for like just normal story play, but as always, I'm not good at specking up for raid bosses.
Yeah, it's hard. Like with my Zero playthrough on Borderlands 2, I tried my best. I tried my damnedest. But
You got bored.
I got bored. But man, it's hard. Like I grinded for the Lyuda. But goddamn, if I'm not gonna grind for the fucking Pimpernel.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that gun that shoots splits into like 6?
Yeah.
But you got to time it perfect. You don't want to pick up velocity that increases bullet speed because you don't want to mess up the timing. And it's like, oh my god, can I just get a good, like a legendary single shot gun?
It's and the second thing here is, number one, I'm not great at specking up in the first place, and number two, I don't like respecking.
Yeah.
Mitchell's like, oh yeah, here's a new class mod if you wanted to respec into this real quick, and I was like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I like the one I have now. I don't want to think about things before I go into the Maliwan fight and try to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
But you need to. That's
yeah,
the problem.
I need to. Because Mitchell's doing fine.
Mitchell's almost winning us the thing.
Yeah, he's fighting Wotan by himself.
Mitchell's our friend, for those who don't know.
Yeah, like, it's one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, me and Mitchell, both like real into Borderlands. We play a lot of Borderlands, and Mitchell's a lot better at Borderlands than I am, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
It's one thing when, because he was like, I'm playing the operative, and like, I'm like, cool, but he's like, I'm playing the gunner, and I'm also playing the gunner.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'm winning the fight. And like we did our duel, and I was like, pew 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 pew, and he just put my Iron Bear in the dirt immediately, and I was like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah. I just don't know what to do.
Let me copy your loadout, I guess. He's still doing he's not even in the red tree anymore for the shield stuff, and he's still doing the 1 HP full shield, and it's working. I'm like, what?
It's working for him.
You have like 2,000 more shield than me.
Yeah.
How are you up?
It's because it doesn't go half and half like you did.
I didn't even go half and half.
You did.
I went full into the orange tree.
Yeah, but you
Oh, I went half and half into health and
you
shield.
kept half your health.
The fucking red tree doesn't want you. The capstone doesn't work if you go with the 1 HP build.
True.
And then you gotta think hard and not pick up the capstone, and that's not how my brain works.
That's why Mitchell didn't take the capstone.
Yeah. My brain sees capstone good. Take.
Yeah. How you doing?
And the hiccups came back.
What is your most anticipated game for 2020?
I don't have one.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Oh,
All 9 movies in
Oh.
a full remade compilation.
boy.
Oh my god, Isabel and I are gonna have a blast.
Oh, yeah. You can play the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Probably. Dad will also play it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good one for him.
Yeah. I hope it's 4-player. That'd be great.
I don't even know.
Animal Crossing?
No, fuck no. Yeah, I was gonna say that as a joke, and then I was like, I don't have a real answer. What the fuck is coming out next year?
Anthem's probably gonna get a revamp.
Finally get into Anthem.
Ugh.
Oh. I don't know. Darksiders.
Oh, right. That
The co-op
Darksiders
one.
co-op game. It does look very fun.
I'm excited to beat 2. That's my current list is beat near.
Oh, God.
God, I gotta beat near and then beat Darksiders 2. Because that's my current plan to take to the new apartment. I'm going to take the PS3 and the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to beat in here, and then I'm going to give you back the PS3. And then I'm going to just grind some shit out on the Xbox 360.
Where would you even put it?
I don't know. You've been talking about it for so long. I assumed you had some grand plan.
I would just play Mass Effect again.
Oh my god. You can't do that, right?
What?
You've been begging me to get the PS3 back. You have to have
It's
something
a joke
more
at this
grand.
point. That's the whole point. Like, it's just become a joke. What?
No!
This guy a fucking 4.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. What's that Xbox 360 Platinum hits? Buying Mortal Kombat. Which game is that?
Sonic Unleashed.
Oh, I'll play that.
It's so annoying, dude.
I don't want to.
Oh my god.
I'm good.
Sure, I'll let you borrow it.
I don't want to borrow it.
I'm sure I've talked about it on the podcast, but collecting the sun and moon medals are the worst thing in the game.
It's a stupid game mechanic. Just serves to elongate your game's run time. Speaking of that, I played Shadow of War again. I might just be done. I might just be done with it because it's so stupid. I did a Nazgul fight and I beat the Nazgul and it wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I'm just gonna go. I'll help one of my guys do a fight with a chief. But there's 2 chiefs on the enemy side, but it's okay because I got the ranger and I'm just dead. One dude throws a fucking javelin at me and it's half my health, and then I go down. And since I'm in the super hard game type, I don't have the ability to get up with the little mini game. So Talion just gets to sit there and like, oh no, and give me just enough time to turn off the game before it loads in the fucking Nemesis system.
You would really love the fucking Baranor gameplay, where Baranor doesn't have a ring of power, so he can't respond.
That's already what I have.
No, but that's when your game. You have to start over
Oh. Like,
fully.
full. I wouldn't like that.
I think that fucking sounds fun. Like, not having any fucking mystical ring shit, ghost powers. Just being a dude on pure skill.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of dope. Just being a dude.
He might be the first black guy in Lord of the Rings too. So.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we're thinking about it this hard probably implies that yes.
Ooh no. Uh-oh.
Oh. Not woke.
Who made that? Warner Brothers games?
Yeah.
Thanks, Warner Brothers.
Thanks for filling came up with microtransactions and just fucking it up.
WB. Favorite challenge showdown character out of the main 4? Core
You know,
4.
you already know. You already know who it
It's
is.
Raimundo.
Of course it's Raimundo.
It's also Raimundo for
yeah,
me.
he's the coolest one.
He's fucking great.
He's got the
I love
most shit going on.
I love the ending
Yeah.
that he gets. He gets to be the leader. And Omi's fine with it.
Yeah. It's growth. It's growth for both
It's
of them.
fucking growth. Like, dude, did you expect Challenge Showdown from 4 Kids? Or, yeah, it was...
Yeah. That's where we watched it.
yeah, to give that type of growth, it's great.
It's good.
They have the cool belts.
I mean, Challenge Show is just a fucking cool show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what my favorite one was, but all I'm getting is the claws that tear open holes in space.
Oh, man. All the artifacts. Omi kept using Orb of Water.
Yeah, of course, he's the water guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Remember the part where he freezes himself, and that's how he time travels to the future?
Oh. I need to know more. I need to remember more about Challenge Showdown.
I think about it sometimes. I occasionally think about Challenge Showdown. I'm like, whoa, shit. Challenge Showdown.
Yeah.
Favorite game 2019? Not 2019. The decade. It's Borderlands 2.
talked about this?
Yeah,
it's
we talked
Borderlands.
about it. It's Borderlands 2.
It's Borderlands 2.
It's like, oh man, there's a lot of cool games. Borderlands 2 came out this decade. It's Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Played the shit out of it.
Borderlands 2 and Mass Effect 2 are right up there next to each other. Mass Effect 2 for single player, Borderlands 2 for multiplayer.
Yeah, it's always one of those things that's tough to judge because I'm like, oh, Smash. Yeah, it's like Smash Ultimate. And it's like, is that fair? To like God of War to get judged up against Smash Ultimate?
Yeah.
because like if you left me on a deserted island with only one game to play for the rest of my life, probably still be Smash. Just like
Absolutely, Smash has the best replay value out of any of the games
yeah,
on this list, other than maybe like Borderlands 2.
yeah, I would play Borderlands 2 for like the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like I'm growing old. I'm not like the same young man that I was when I picked up
You're
Borderlands
24.
2. And fucking Borderlands 2 was 7 years ago.
Oh man.
Uh,
You were younger than 17.
It was 2012.
You were really 17 then? That doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right, but it was like high school. I was in high school when
Yeah.
Borderlands 2 dropped. Are you looking up when Borderlands 2 came out?
Mm-hmm. Just full volume of the Marriage Story argument players.
Every day!
Oh no! Yeah, September 18th, 2012.
Yeah, because it came out. Skyrim came out 2011. 11.
Yeah.
And it came out after that. And it's kind of funny. Because, like, thinking back, it wasn't something we were, like, super excited about.
Borderlands 2?
Yeah, we just, like, bought it on a whim, right?
Because we enjoyed Borderlands 1 to a certain extent.
Yeah. Cause it wasn't like we got Borderlands 2 the day it released.
Right.
We just, like, picked it up randomly. And it then played it for weeks and weeks and months
Oh my
and
god,
months
we
and
played it so
forever.
much.
And didn't platinum it and never beat a raid boss.
Yeah, that's weird.
In order to platinum it, you need to play the game as every character, and we didn't do that.
Yeah, no.
We didn't. I never played a Zero.
Still haven't.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is.
Wait, aren't we playing it right now? Is I'm Axton Year Zero?
Oh, maybe. That's our PlayStation file.
Maybe?
Wait, the sponsored run, that was on...
Sponsored. Yeah.
That was
that's
PlayStation, wasn't it?
Krieg and someone else, right?
No, sponsored your Gage, I'm Maya.
Oh, yeah. Gage sponsored by Hyperion, Maya sponsored by Molly 1, of course.
Good run, good challenge.
Yeah.
But that's sort of the endless debate as far as games go, right? When you're talking about like your favorite movie, it's pretty easy to judge like every movie against each other.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about games, you have a lot more to take into account, right?
Yeah.
Do you play in your top 100 games of all time? Do you put Original Legend of Zelda above Skyward Sword? Not Skyward Sword. Breath of the Wild, because of the stuff that the first Legend of Zelda invented and created for this genre.
I wouldn't put Legend of Zelda on the list.
You wouldn't in your top 100 games of all time.
Objectively, no.
That's what I mean.
I don't like playing the game. I didn't grow up with it.
So that's the thing, though, right? Is your top 100 games of all time based on objectiveness, or is it based on like?
It's entirely subjective.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be... It's two different lists if we're going by objective and subjective. Because if it's objective, Legend of Zelda 1 is absolutely going to be on the game. Like, on the list.
Alright, so follow-up question. This one's a little bit harder. In just your subjective list, do you put a game with endless replay value over a game that story shocked you to your very core? Like, something that resonated you, stuck with you like a piece of your heart, or a game that has consumed your life?
I would put the game that has stuck with me because of the story beats it hit above the game that has endless replay value. Because I'm not fucking putting One Piece Treasure Cruise on the list of 100 games.
Alright, so,
Maybe, I don't know. It
this-
would probably be up there.
I'd put it somewhere.
Yeah.
This is because Borderlands 2 is my number one easy.
Yeah.
But you have two.
I do.
You have a multiplayer and a single player.
No, here's the thing. Mass Effect 2 wins both. Do you remember the fact that I played it to the point where I was like getting sick.
Yep, that's true.
Here's the thing. I played, like, the Sentinel run-through of Mass Effect, all 3 games, like, twice. And that's, like, not considering every single other playthrough I've ever done.
Yeah, alright, this is not really a question, considering you just actually maybe have a problem.
I broke myself on Mass
Mass
Effect
Effect
from late middle school to early high school. Like, I'm pretty sure you forgot
Yeah.
that at that point in time, I was in a really weird state. I was binging Mass Effect so hard.
It was a weird one because I was getting caught up in like my own stuff.
Yeah.
And,
You
like,
didn't notice.
And probably, like, for, like, that summer when I was, like, working, you were playing Mass Effect.
Absolutely.
While you worked, I studied Mass Effect.
Yeah. Switch those pronoun usages around. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I was referencing the meme.
Right, of course. I know. Yeah, because it's absolutely Mass Effect 2. Fucking, it...
I do have bad news. Mass Effect 2 came out in 2002.
Came out 2010. You said of all time.
I said this decade.
Yeah, but then you switched to a conversation talking about of all time.
I did, that's true. I don't know, of all time, I don't even know if my list changes. I'm trying to think of stuff that I played, like, that comes close to the stuff that I enjoyed this decade. It's weird thinking, like, something that I played before I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what video games were back then.
Give me some choices you'd put on, objectively,
Oh, objectively?
what
Like,
would be
very
some,
important
like,
games?
what would be some of the games you put on, like, a top 10?
Objectively for me or objectively for video games?
For video games.
I would go Skyrim.
I was thinking Skyrim as well.
I would put Tetris.
Tetris, yeah.
Tetris would go somewhere. Super Mario Bros.
Yeah. I would put, for Nintendo games, I'd put Super Mario Bros., Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and 64. Because those were the ones that started the new trends of each of those.
And Pokemon. Red and Blue.
Yeah, Pokemon Red and Blue.
As far as objectives go, you really can't beat, like, Nintendo's classics.
I don't know, I think Pokemon Crystal.
I would not put Crystal.
I guess that's fair. It just feels like Pokemon Crystal is...
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to put Crystal up there.
It's the best Pokemon game for the Game Boy, for the original Game Boy series. Like,
Yeah.
it's the culmination of every single good bit of...
It's got so much. It's got so much changed.
Because I'm playing through it recently. I'm playing through it right now for a Nuzlocke run. I'm attempting it again. And it is fun. Like, of course, it doesn't have all the new polish, all that. But, like, fucking
It's got moving sprites.
Pokemon Crystal, it has day and night cycles, moving sprites.
It's got the radio.
It has all of the Pokegear. Color, of course.
But so that's sort of the thing about this objective list, right?
Right. You can't be like, you can't take your subjective opinion into it.
You can't. Where does it stop, right? So do you look at if you're looking at the Pokemon series, if you have to put one Pokemon game or games on the list,
It has to be Red and Blue.
is it Red and Blue for starting it, or do you look at the biggest gap between them? Do you say, oh well, Red and Blue to like Gold and Silver is nuts, Gold and Silver to Crystal is nuts, Crystal to Ruby and Sapphire is huge. That's a huge change. But again, where does it stop?
I don't know. So I think it would have to be Red and Blue then, right?
Yeah.
For starting it all.
Even though, subjectively, terrible games.
Ooh, man, yeah.
Trash fires.
You know what makes me sad? Poison types are more viable.
In the
Any
classic.
game.
Yeah, that's true.
I was playing Pokemon Crystal and I'm like, ooh, coughing! Coughing's my first encounter in Burned Tower. I love this. I'm like, What am I gonna do with it?
Yeah, not gonna do anything.
Poison does not fit well anywhere in a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, it doesn't fit like any. It's such a different strategy.
Maybe once you get
To start like competitive stuff, it's like maybe a substitute toxic plan is like
Yeah.
a legitimate idea, but especially not in a Nuzlocke. Trying to do that shit. There's so much that can go wrong with that strategy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I also have an Ekans as well. Like, and I'm like, oh, cool, Ekans. What am I gonna do with an Ekans?
That's kind of a fun one, like a rocket run.
Oh, absolutely. Like, you train Raticate, Ekans, Weezing, or Arbok, rather.
Yeah,
And then, what else do they use? Crobat.
yeah. I feel like they use other stuff in other games.
You probably use Voltorb sometimes.
Confirmed. I feel like you can probably just extend it to any game, like use what the villains would run.
Oh, that'd be very bad for Ruby and Sapphire, right?
Yeah, you can't use it.
You're only using water types,
You're using Mightyena,
or fire ground types.
and you're not catching fire fight types in anywhere in Hoenn.
Yeah.
Or any game, really.
So, well, not Hoenn, right? Hoenn has like Soul Rock. No, Soul Rock's ground, rock psychic. There's like fire tunnels. It takes a little bit to get there. Fire types are very hard to come by.
Every game.
Johto, you can find Growlithe like right after Goldenrod.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Felt bad. My Quilava died before Goldenrod, and then I ran into a Pokemon. I ran into Growlithe after making my
That being said,
Capture.
Goldenrod is again kind of far into the game.
3 gyms in.
That's a lot of gyms.
You don't even have to beat the 3rd gym to go up to that route and get a
That's
Growlithe. To be fair, there was one point in time. Last time I did this Crystal Nuzlocke was I lost to Whitney's Miltank because the same thing happened to me. Like the rival battle after Bugsy crushed my team. Like killed like a few of its best members, and I was too under leveled to do anything against Miltank. And just like now, it happened again. Like, I lost my Geodude and I lost my Quilava, and my Geodude was going to win this. Like, it was going to win the fight, because Rollout does nothing to it. And I'm like, I know I heard that you could get a Machop in a trade. And I'm like, and I thought it was a Drowsy for a Machop. So that was my encounter on the route. And I got really excited. It's not. It's an Abra. And I'm like, where's Abra?
Fuck, you get Abra.
Only 100 coins at the game corner in
Easy.
Goldenrod City. And I'm like, what? It comes with like low kick and stuff. Also, worst luck in the world. Low kick missed twice on Miltank.
Oh.
And I'm like, and then it started hitting with the 3rd turn rollout. I'm like,
That's over.
this is the only Pokemon that can kill Miltank. So I switched into my Furret, and yeah, one of my the first Pokemon I caught felt terrible.
To die.
It had to die. Like I was like before I got Machop, I was like, my Furret's gonna be the tank I need. It's not, but it's gonna be the Pokemon I need to get the same type of attack bonus. It's gonna be quicker than Miltank. It might hit just hard enough. It did not.
I was in this weird boat for a second where I was like, and the Furret evolves into Obstagoon. And I was like, no. Different
I
two
think
Pokemon.
that would be hilarious if Sword and Shield get their remakes or their definitive editions.
Their
It's
remakes.
Like, oh god! And it's like, and Furret gets a Galarian form, and it becomes Obstafurret.
Obstaret.
It's very close to Tourette's.
It's not.
That's fine.
Furret is closer to...
No, it's not. What time are we at? Almost 50 minutes. That's time. It's time to.
Absolutely not on that.
Just like 2019, we've been bouncing all over the place.
And we've ended up
You just make this a clip show.
in a... delete this episode at the end. Fine. It was a fine year. I'm gonna call it now. Good.
Yeah, I'd say Jedi Fallen Order really saved it for me. It wasn't like a bad year, but it like
Could've been better.
It was a big bump.
Yeah. Every day.
Oh God.